Hey guys, what's up? Zach. So today we're here more F1 2014 modded career mode, and I'm really sorry I haven't uploaded this in I think 4 or 5 days, and it's really because it takes a lot of editing to get these videos done correctly. I didn't want to rush it, so I thought I might as well upload those FIFA videos, which didn't take as much editing, and obviously the game just came out, so I thought I might as well see this, you know, if you guys actually liked it. But I've decided no more FIFA on this channel. But yeah, I didn't want to rush these videos because I don't want them to be bad quality or anything for you guys. So I decided to just wait a couple of days, wait until I had time, and make this video right now. So anyway, we're in Monaco. Sorry, I just had to get out of the way before I got into this video. We're starting from the back, obviously, as always, making up a good couple of positions at the start here, having a good quick fight with Kobayashi, but we managed to get down the outside, I guess you'd call it, going to the inside here. Kobayashi looks back on the inside now for the hairpin, which is a really hard place to get around here side by side. And look at that, Kobayashi with the beastie move on Bianchi, and then we get Bianchi as well. So Bianchi loses 2 positions. Then we go to the inside of Kobayashi, which is done correctly, and then I wasn't actually trying to go for the move on Rosberg there, but he was going incredibly slowly through the corner, so I actually had my front wing there and it sort of glitched out a little bit. That's a bit unfortunate. The AI are a little bit weird sometimes when they're trying to race other AI, and you can see there Kobayashi just turned into me. Not really anything I could do there. We dive it back up the inside and we can't actually get the move done, so Kobayashi back up to 16th position. He's being very aggressive with his moves, and he's looking like he can get a good result here, but we're going back up the inside of Kobayashi there and back up to 16th. We're looking down the inside of Rosberg. That's done correctly and moving up once again. Rosberg actually at the top of the championship, so he needs to really fight his way through some of these other AI cars and get into the points. And move down the inside of Bottas, which wasn't exactly clean, slightly tapping driver 2 through the corner, but wasn't too bad whatsoever. We get a really good run through the final corner, but we sort of get bogged down a little bit by driver 2 Ericsson and Gutierrez, which was slow off the corner, and we go down the inside into turn 1, down the inside of driver 2, and then we try and avoid Ericsson, which sort of turned in last second. It was a bit of a dive bomb on my part, so now we're driving up side by side with driver 2. Is he going to back out? No, he's not going to back out. We're going side by side, and he finally brakes a little bit later. We slightly touched the wall there, which wasn't too clever, and we're up to 13th after 1 and a bit laps now, so that's good. And I did do a sort of a practice session before this to sort of get the AI correct, and this was the correct sort of AI percentage, whatever it was on. But in the race, I'm not going to lie, they seemed a bit too easy, so I'm sorry about that for you guys. It might look a little bit too easy, and that's because it is. I change up the difficulty each and every race to try and make it a bit more realistic. So in the practice sessions I do, I'm sort of about mid-table, but then when it comes to some of the races, they either do better than expected or worse than expected. So I'm sorry about that, but it should make the series a bit more interesting, I suppose, from time to time. It's just so that some tracks the AI are OP, other tracks they aren't. So that was a move for driver 2 around the outside, but he couldn't get it done out the tunnel, and we're still in 13th position, which is good. Ericsson and Gutierrez are 2 cars in front, and actually Sebastian Vettel in 10th place has actually not scored a point at all this season. The 4-time world champion hasn't scored a point in my career mode here, which is very interesting. Him and somebody else, which I can't remember, haven't actually scored at all this season. 22 drivers had scored, but obviously in my championship we've got 24 cars because of the extra 2 AI, driver 1 and driver 2. Looking to the inside of Gutierrez there, not going to be working out, so should we go to the inside? No, I was thinking about it, honestly I was thinking about it, doing a Suttle and diving it down the inside, but I just really couldn't get it done, and Gutierrez not leaving me much space on the outside there. But I was thinking about it, but I just didn't want to crash into anyone and cause an accident. That's my sort of biggest fear in this series, is to get involved in accidents. I just don't want to do it. I want to have good, clean racing. I realise sometimes there's a bit of glitchy stuff with the AI when I try and overtake them in certain corners, but overall I just try and make the racing fair. But obviously sometimes I will mess up and have a little bit of an accident, but none of it is intended. Now trying to get past Vettel, trying to ruin his day and try and get him outside the points by getting ourselves into the points in P10. I'm still pretty astonished that Vettel hasn't actually scored, but we go to the inside of him. Raikkonen as well. No, there's a tiny bit of contact as we tried to run side by side, and Raikkonen has got back that position there. I think I turned in slightly in front of Vettel there. I think there was a bit of contact as we dive to the inside of Raikkonen, which is good. Promotes us up into P9 there, which is some solid points there. And as I said, the AI are a little bit slower than what I really wanted, which is unfortunate, but I guess I can't really change it whilst I'm in the race, which is just one of those things. It's unfortunate. And you can see actually smoke coming out the back of my car. My engine is overheating, which is not good whatsoever. And we get down the inside of driver 1 here, and Maldonado, don't want to really risk it going down the inside of him, as I know he'll be quite aggressive with the moves. And Maldonado has been incredibly fast in my career mode this season, but he's been retiring from a few of the races as well, which has been unfortunate for him, but he's definitely been fast. And I can see that smoke coming out from the back of my car, as I was mentioning a minute ago. ago. Basically, my engine overheating, and I can actually retire. My engine can set alight, and I can retire from the race, and that's entirely possible here as we dive to the inside of Maldonado. Pretty easy stuff there as he just goes very slowly through the corner. Hulkenberg, my teammate, up next. We can go to the inside. Yes, we are on Button as well. Very late on the brakes. I managed to get a great move down the inside of Button and Hulkenberg into one turn and promotes us up to 5th place. And now we've got Max Chilton, who I think is 5th place in the championship. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 5th place in the championship is pretty interesting considering he's in that Marussia. But obviously, it's all equal cars. I should always remember that. Yeah, overall, I've been enjoying the series, guys. Hopefully, you have been enjoying watching it. Of course, if there's any improvements I can do in terms of commentary, editing, and all that sort of stuff, leaving comments is always appreciated. And so yeah, we're right on the back of Chilton here. Very slow he was through the chicane there, but we should be able to have a good run through this final sector. The final sector seems to be the one where we gain the most on them, getting very sideways through there, and we're trying all our best here to get up to the back of Chilton, but making us get a bit sideways. Chilton getting sideways as well. He's pushing, I'm pushing, there might end up in an accident here. As we go down the inside of Chilton, you can see that's the turn I think where honestly the AI, the last two turns I should say, where the AI seemed to be very slow. So you can see that I was down the inside, but Chilton was already turning in, so that was a bit unfortunate. And as you can see, the AI very slow in relative terms to me, and I've already caught up to the back of Vern here in the next lap. Not ideal, but I guess, you know, it's just that's that, unfortunately, at the end of the day. Now, looking down the inside of Vern, couldn't get that one done, and really slow through there, Vern. Not sure he's got a problem, I don't know. Is his engine overheating as well? There's contact through there. That was unfortunate, not intended whatsoever, but I actually got sideways there, and in trying to correct it, I actually hit into the side of Vern, which wasn't too good. So, that's anyway, promoted us to the 3rd, and we've got Hamilton and Ricciardo, who is currently leading the race, and we'll skip ahead to the next lap. And as I said, the AI are really easy, and especially when they're fighting each other, they go incredibly slowly, and a bit of a road bus move down the inside of Hamilton there, but we don't need to worry about that. And then a move down the inside of Ricciardo. Good stuff. 2 corners and then 2 overtakes for us, and that's promoted into the lead, and we have a bit of a nightmare through the hairpin, but wasn't too bad overall whatsoever. Anyway, moving on to the 9th lap now, and you can see we are starting to struggle, slightly hitting the wall there and slightly hitting the wall there. Well, that one wasn't too bad whatsoever. And you're going to be like, facepalm, why has he just gone and done that? Well, basically, I took my foot off the brake and put it to the side, and I pressed down the clutch instead of the brake. I'm so clever. And I bet you're thinking, well, he did that on purpose. Well, in all honesty, guys, it was just a really stupid mistake there on my part. But luckily, as the alley was so slow, we managed to come home in the win, which I sort of feel bad about. I managed to crash, lose my front wing, or I don't even know, is it still there? I don't know, it's very destroyed, whatever. And I still managed to win the race. So, you might be like, yeah, he did that on purpose, surely. But in all honesty, guys, I didn't do that on purpose. It was a mistake, and unfortunately for us, we really destroyed the car there. But as the AI was really slow, it was unfortunate for us to have the accident, but lucky in a way that the AI wasn't that fast. And in Canada, I decided to put the AI up a bit further than I wanted, and that definitely made the challenge a bit more there in Canada. So tune in a couple of days time for that. But here are the top 10 driver standing guys. Sorry, I was rambling on for like 20 seconds there whilst these were showing. But yeah, I'm leading on 85 points, Hamilton on 73, Gutierrez on 51, Chilton on 43, Rosberg, Magnussen, Bianchi, Grosjean, Ricciardo and Vern, all there separated by only 8 points, 5th to 10th separated by 8 points, which is kind of crazy. And I've got to say thank you to F1 Pico for doing the sort of base driver standings here, and I filled it out in paint.net. So yes, thanks for F1 Pico. I'll leave a link to his Twitter down below. Just say thanks to him for designing this top 10 driver standings. I appreciate it. And yeah, not a great end to that Monaco race, but luckily we ended up winning and still at the top of the championship. So thanks for watching, guys. It's been Alex Mardy. Goodbye.